Working in customer support is never easy. Working in tech support, I can't even imagine. Welcome to this episode of Tales from Tech Support.
Our first tale is from Morpheus J, titled "Don't Want Me to Fix the Servers? Fine." Background: sometime around 2000, I worked for a major finance brokerage company in the IT department. I worked the overnight shift alone, and among other things, my responsibilities included monitoring of the company's most important servers, including the trading servers, as well as performing almost all repairs on these servers, since my shift was the least impactful on business. These servers were how every trade from every broker worldwide was processed on behalf of clients. We had 8 servers, all behind a load director. For those non-IT people, think traffic at an intersection with a cop letting vehicles know which way they can go. At the time, I reported directly to one of the assistant vice presidents for IT. Cast is simply me, Dawn the AVP, and Kathy the VP. So at some point doing my job, I began to notice issues with our trading servers. I determined the cause, come up with a plan to repair the failing parts. On the first night of the week, I will take down 2 servers, repair them, bring them back up, and put them back behind the load director. I will repeat this for the next 3 nights, allowing all 8 servers to be repaired with minimal impact, and have the last night of the week in case anything goes the way of the toilet. Understand that while I had the authority to do this with just about any of the other 1,000 plus servers the company had, I could not touch these without the Dawn's approval. So I sent an email to the Dawn detailing the problem, the parts I needed to order, the plan, etc. All I needed from her was the response that said approved, and I would have everything completed within 2 weeks. Also note that I had read receipts turned on for all my emails. As you can probably guess, I heard nothing back. 2 weeks later, I follow up with another email reminding her of the issue and including all the documentation I had sent with the first one. Nothing. Another 2 weeks go by and I send a second follow-up email noting that this isn't a question of if these machines will fail, but only a matter of when. Crickets. Another 2 weeks go by. It is now about noon on Friday and I'm home having just begun my weekend. I get a call that goes something like this. Hello?
Is this Morpheus J?
Yes.
This is Kathy.
Who? When I'm off the clock, that part of my brain turns off.
It's Kathy, your boss.
Oh, hey Kathy. Oh, this cannot be good. I'm now realizing that my boss's boss is calling me at my house and that all the excrement must have followed an upward trajectory towards the device circulating air.
All the trading servers have crashed. We need everyone on hand.
I'll be there in 20 minutes. It was usually a 35-minute drive. Basically, one server crashed and the load from that server was transferred to the remaining 7, which caused number 2 to fail under the increased load. Rinse and repeat for all 8 servers. I arrived at work to find the entire team is there with 8 brand new servers ready to be built. We get everything built, locked down, restored from the latest backups, and online again by 6 p.m. Then home for the weekend. I get to work Sunday night, my Monday, and the first thing I do is print out emails and those oh so precious read receipts. I place them in a nice folder on the corner of my desk. At 7 a.m. Monday morning, end of my shift, Kathy walks into my office and asks me to join her in her office. I say sure and grab the folder and follow her. When we get to her office, present are me, Kathy, Dawn, and a lady from HR.
So Morpheus J, I understand from Dawn that it is your job to monitor the trading servers. Can you tell me what happened?
Sure. Opens folder. As you can see from this email dated here, highlighted for your convenience, I notified Dawn of the problem and requested approval to go ahead with the fix. Here, opens folder again, is the read receipt showing she read it the following morning at X a.m. Again, highlighted for your convenience. Rinse and repeat for the other emails.
Okay, thank you Morpheus J. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Fallout. The company lost a stupid amount of money making good on every single trade that didn't happen due to the crash. I came back to work that night to find out from the team that Dawn was gone. I never told them the details. I was assigned to the backup contingency planning team, and later to the team that implemented the BCP so that something like this would never happen again. We got a new AVP. You would think if you're trying to let somebody know there's issues, especially with things that are, maybe extremely important to the company, they would take it seriously instead of leaving you on red. It's a good thing you kept that paper trail and were able to show all of that in the meeting, because who knows, she probably would have tried to throw you under the bus. And our final tale is by Lilyliciously, titled The Satisfaction of Supporting Unsupportable Systems. Hey y'all, let me just start off by saying I love my job. I have a lot of freedom. I work from home, primarily on a manual ordering process for internal IT, but also on some tech support for our automated ordering portals. My company has had a problem with sunk cost fallacy for years. Instead of throwing out the trash and rebuilding something that works, they've been tacking on system upon system to patch holes in our requirements. That's how we've ended up with 4 ways of ordering internal IT stuff. A manual process involving emails, to me nowadays, an order portal, a newer order portal, an emailing service desk. Understandably, the users are incredibly confused and rarely know where to order what. Luckily, at the start of summer last year, my boss got the approval to implement a new system from scratch which will replace all these older systems and solutions. It will also end the hard system separation between our ordering tickets and our incident tickets, allowing all vendors and service desk to work in the same system. Yay! Implementation is planned to be finished by Q2 this year, so by the end of next year, we might be half done. Enough backstory. As a result of reorganization after reorganization, as well as normal career moves, every single person who worked with the back end of the oldest order portal is now gone. Additionally, there is no documentation on our specific implementation. All we have is a manual for the system itself, which, while helpful, is also an enormous info dump that doesn't tell us anything about our custom workflows. Because of all of this, we were in a situation for a while where literally no one supported the tool. If there was an issue, shrugs were had. The team my boss heads up is responsible for it along with all the other tools like it, but they were focusing on implementing the new and replacing the old, not on keeping the old working while implementing the new. After almost burning out due to workload in the fall, I've ended up with a revised task list, my manual ordering department, and best effort support for the old order portals. For the newer, but not newest portal, all I have to do is answer easy questions and redirect harder ones to our external consultant. For the older one, I have to get creative. Little to no documentation, antiquated UI, convoluted workflows, basically no handover, but hey, it's best effort support, right? If I can't figure it out, it's urgent. We'll push to implement that feature form in our new portals and handle it manually while waiting for that to be done. Today was my day. A form stopped working. Big panic, chaos all around. The entire country was a war zone. I'm definitely not exaggerating, and the reality definitely wasn't that one person pinged me on Skype asking if I could look into it for them. Normally I'd ask for a ticket, but since I'm only doing best effort support, I figured I might as well take a quick look and see if it's something I can fix quick and easy before asking for that. I like the guy that messaged me too, so he got a free pass there. Clicking around, I found the workflow. I found the XML response from the system it failed to create a ticket in. I found the error. It was trying to assign to an outdated group that was removed over Christmas. I found where that group variable is defined. I changed it, saved, test again, failure. Why? Oh look, there's a deploy button I missed. What's the worst that could happen when you press unknown buttons that are named deploy in a system you haven't been trained on, that no one understands, after changing a variable that hopefully does what I want it to do? Fortunately, nothing exploded. The user resubmitted again, and it worked. Problem solved. I'm a literal god. User informs me that if we end up in a bar together, he'll buy me a beer. I don't drink and rarely leave my apartment, but it's a nice sentiment. And yes, I know that I did kind of know what I'm doing, enough to understand what various terms in the UI of the tool meant and where to click to probably get to do what I want, but still. I completely get wanting to upgrade systems, but it's kind of like if these people are using it every day, at least give them some form of documentation for the older stuff while you're working on the newer stuff. That way these people have it much easier at their job and don't have to deal with such a nightmare. Alright, that's enough tales for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Tales from Tech Support. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell and drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons, have a great day and stay safe out there.